We have 13:55. We're going to get back into our 5-minute games. First game of the day. You know what? I'm not even scared anymore. My first games of the day have been absolutely crushing lately. So I'm walking in expecting a crush. Let's go. Okay. Wait. Is this guy from the Dark Circle? The Anti-Habit Circle? I sense a circle v circle matchup here. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna take that. The knight out. The bishop out. I'm gonna get ourselves castled here. Get our bishop out. We got a nice pin to be had here. The rook into the middle. Ain't gonna complain about that one. Snork up. Rook over. And I feel like we've got a position we can be happy with here. At this point, I would say doubling on the D file is a reasonable idea. Also, of course, the RPMs. So let's stick with it. RPMs, RPMs. Oh, we have a move that we can absolutely introduce. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this. At level 3, finally, we learn how to drop an EP. I don't know if we're ready for a full album, but we've been in the studio long enough to know how to drop an EP. Wow, feels great. Stay aimed at the center here. Okay, we have no more pawns. Yeah, you guys are wondering, but believe me, I'll tell you after. It's a special move, all right? Nobody worry. Okay. Let's double our rooks here. I don't really have any pawn moves to do. Keep moving this bishop. Staying aimed at the center here. It's going like that. Let's double up our rooks. Goes here. This will go back. I don't really see anywhere I could go there. Next ideas. Oh, okay. Take that one. Okay. So next ideas. What can we do here? We have this knight. So unfortunately pinned. I'm not really sure what to do about that. I also have these rooks doubled, but there's not a single square I can use. So what the heck just happened? How do I get out of this? Dude, what the? It's like I can't move this, but I can't move this, but I can't move. Everything's stuck. I don't know. What the hell, man? I can't move anything. I can't move anything. Jeez. Go to an open line here. Queen C5. And with our hawk-like vision, we could hit him with bishop to E3. That way we can win this piece here. Okay. Okay, I feel like that could have been worse. We have a trade pending. Obviously, we'll go and secure that. Okay. I feel like that could have been pretty bad, you know? Like, all things considered, I think we did okay. Shall we just kind of return to base here? Like, get my pieces back in the middle of the board here. Rook. I mean, stay central, I guess. Oh, just saw my opponent send me a clock ticking emote. Clock ticking emote. Okay, let's trade that. Take this pawn in the center here. Okay, goes knight back. What can we do? I mean, try to take the pawn here. Okay, take that. And hey, we have our snork. Don't speak to me about no snork. We're all covered here. There's a reason that we like this. Okay, he's moved this knight. What do we have here? Rook into the center. Oh, we can hit him with a tactic. Oh. Absolutely destroyed the guy. Double attack. Well, feels good to be at level 3 habits. Cheers. Sweet taste of victory. Okay, we have not won a piece. Miscalculations were calculated. Okay, we may have to, we may need to pre-move. We may need to pre-move. I'd like to trade with him if he would be so kind. Into the center. Can we trade something here? 6 seconds. We gotta bail, guys. We gotta bail. Okay, we gotta bail. We gotta bail. Okay, so gotta bring my piece real close to my king. Hug. We gotta do some hugging. Let's maybe do a double capture here. We gotta hug, it's the only way. Okay, gotta bring our king back and stay hugging. Oh, come on. Buddy. Just killed me here. Ay, ay, ay. I was gonna say, wait a minute. Did we get a second lease on life there? We almost didn't flag. The powers that be wanted us to continue. But no, okay, it is a flag. Okay. Okay. Turns out our clock did tick. He caught us here. What should we have done? Probably kept hugging. But look, we're not really going to survive positions like this. However, if your back's against the wall and for some reason you're in a trash position like that, you got 5 seconds in this position, I'm not trying to sit here and have my pawns hanging so that he can walk in and take them. I'm trying to have everything defended and just shuffle my rooks. Like, all these moves are fairly protected, so they're safe to make. Only move that wasn't safe was the only move that wasn't protected. Understandable. But at least I was able to last, what, 30, 40 moves longer than I probably deserved to. But really, there was nothing that we could have done here. We got lucky we were even still playing. We were really cooked here. The guy played well. I would say basically no mistakes from the guy. Zero. Not gonna complain about a guy not making any mistakes. It happens, guys. It happens. Nothing we can do about that one. Knows all. Thank you for the 72 months. You guys know exactly what that is. 6 years together. Thank you, knows all. Now, for those wondering about our EP that we dropped. Yes. I went into my settings and I enabled en passant, which is something that you should do at level 3. If the guy's moving 2 squares, yes, you can take like this. I know. It looks like the lad can sneak by you like that. But it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not the way it should be. So, you know, it's a difficult rule to remember. But, you know, personally, I dislike cyclists. And so I always like to remember, if I'm a car driving down the road and a cyclist tries to sneak by me like this, I just hit him with my door. You know, because that shouldn't be allowed to happen. And that's a good way to remember exactly what the en passant rule is all about. Just open your door real hard. Wham! Right in the bike lane. Came in handy here. Cyclist trying to nip by me. Not today, bud. Not today. Today I got time. Fine, Brian. Thanks for the 18 months, tier 3. Cheers, Brian. Go, buddy. I believe it, Cassie. A sign of age, Courteous Rex? No. But a sign of superiority, absolutely, yes. A tough first game. Looks like I had a right to be scared. All I can say about this game is we learned about en passant. That feels good. And you know what? The guy had a circle avatar, so it's nice to know that as we lost rating, it really just went back into the circle. Thank you, hello from the queen side. 42. I can't tell if is the sight down again? We're just in that morning loop. Thanks for the 42. Hello from the queen side. Now, how come they took my rating? How come they took my rating before? Why couldn't they just have the site go down during the game? Save me some ELO. These guys knew what they were doing. Took my rating and then said, okay, now we're good. Hold off on the reset. Habitual's playing. And he's losing. We're still slow, aren't we? Yeah. Oof. It's tough here. Hit the refresh, see what happens. Please wait. It's taking longer than usual to connect. How's it looking for you guys? Anything? Any improvements? A little crazy head gamer. The doja that may have caught our buddies at chess.com. Holy smokes. Okay, game just started out of nowhere. I didn't even... Okay. Didn't even queue up. We just have to hope that our connection is stronger than his. I don't know where this game came from. There's no way he expected it, because I certainly didn't expect it. I don't know where this game came from. I refreshed and everything. It's not even counting down until an abort here. Like, he just has infinite time. There's nothing counting down. Wait, what? I'm in a game, but he's not required to move. No. But this is like when you order an Uber and the guy's like, oh, I can't make it. Please cancel the ride. I'm like, bitch, if you can't make it, you cancel the ride. I feel like I'm being held hostage. He wants me to abort the game. Why should I abort the game? That's going to go on my record. You abort the game. You're not moving. I'm trapped here with Jorge. Oh, okay. I thought I'd try to move his pieces, make sure it wasn't like flipped here. Was Jorge a good sport? No. Jorge. Need to make sure to send this to the higher ups. That was not good sport behavior. So if I start another game, is it going to work? I'm actually not sure. Okay. We're in. I think we're in. I think we're in. Take. Okay. Bring the knights out. Bring the bishop out. Pawn up. Okay, we got everything where we like it. Gonna get castled. It's a nice trade for us. Snork up here. And I'll probably go for a move like this. This is an RPM, but it's in the center. And this is what I mean at level 3. Like, we have these moves to do, but this is the one opening these gambits where you just don't have a claim in the center. And we need one. We need one. So e5 is very important here. Take that. And we have a very reasonable looking position here. 2 rooks in the middle, right? We got that pawn up there. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. This is what we like to see. Okay. Bishop goes here. Sure. Let's take. And let's bring our knight on into the middle. And I certainly don't mind this position. We're also in an endgame, so I will definitely be motoring the king in at my earliest convenience. Okay. We can double the rooks and bring the king in. Those would be my 2 plans here. Okay. This looks like we can double the rooks, but also defend the pawn for a sec, so I don't mind that. See what he wants to do. I'm looking at this. Can always move some pawns over here, like, okay, interesting. Just going for this one. Let's double up here. Okay. He's pushing, that's for sure. All right. Well, we've kind of done everything we set out to do here. Bishop takes our pawn. Not gonna lie, it's a little annoying. Guess we don't want to lose more pawns, but okay, small setback. Let's continue with our king here. Minor setback. Okay. What do we got here? I'll go over. I guess maybe just push some pawns here. Let me guard this. I have to say, this is not the tripling on the D file that I once envisioned. Not really what I had it looking like. Maybe defend this with all my might. This ain't what we envisioned. Into the center we go. Okay, only have one move here. Take that. Okay. Guess we'll continue with those RPMs. Okay, he's going like that. That's a capture we can make. Feel comfortable doing that. Okay. We'll take. It's kind of a weird decision. He just gave us a pawn there. Bring our king into the middle. I feel like I got two pieces, like both of my pieces in the center of the board. Like, we got to be pretty happy with that. All right, attacking our pawn. Let's just make sure to save that. Okay, go after this. I mean, the whole game that we've got is just basically pass pawns, push them, his pawns, take them. We went in the center. We've got a pawn. We can take it. Feels like this is the simple answer. Go defend that. Okay. Into the center. Use our king. I mean, really, we were down. Like, just felt like we were down in the middle game, but the way that things turn around in the end game without doing that much is crazy. Nobody knows how to play an end game. You should be going to an end game every single time. Things looked a bit rough here. He was advancing. He was playing quite well, I have to say. But all we did was just try to trade everything, go to an end game, and I mean, it wasn't that difficult in the end game. And we take the win there. 1355. Big difference was the king, yeah. You know, we had our king out here, making stuff happen on this side. Then we brought it in the middle. Then we went to take his pawn. Then we went to defend our pawn. Then take this pawn. Then we're going to go take that pawn. Like, our king did everything. What did his king do? It literally moved 2 squares. Okay, we'll meet in the middle here with d5. Out with the knight. Out with the other knight. Time for the bishop next. Oh, please. A trade for me. You know the bishop's coming out here. And this one, we've seen a few times before, so this is no surprise. But we just don't take with that piece. So, we want to take it, but we take with the bishop. Knight needs to move. We check the center first. Yes, there we go. Into the center. Okay, snorking up. I think nothing's really going to stop us from castling here. There's a trade. Go ahead and do that. Okay, gotta snork up. Pieces into the middle here. Start with the rook. You know, Okay. Interesting. B4 from the guy. A4 from the guy. Okay, he's doing a lot here. Let's just just get the pieces where they belong first. Okay. What's our guy up to here? A few RPMs on this side of the board. You wanna trade it up, bud? What are you thinking here? Okay, I'll capture towards the middle here. Yeah, we don't really have pawn moves there. We have a pawn move over here, so we'll do that. And at this point, what do we often think of? We think of doubling the rooks, but in this case, the whole center's closed. Like doubling the rooks makes sense if there's an open line. We next think about RPMs. We've already made all of our random pawn moves. So the next thing we often think about is, hey, let's move a knight. So maybe at least we create another pawn move. And at least we're staying in the center with this. So I don't mind that. I feel like it makes some sense. And, well, actually kind of works out perfectly here. The whole reason we did that was for our next pawn move. And there we go. Moves the queen back. What can we do here? Maybe try to trade some rooks. I mean, there's only one open line, and it's on the side of the board. So can we get some trades happening? Yeah, I don't know. I can't bring my rook over there, so maybe we can move our knight, like hit the bishop, hit the center, try to use it at some point. Maybe we can help ourselves with our last RPM here, c5. It's possible. Like rook over, c5. Obviously, I'll make this trade if I can. Yeah, there's no open lines. Always annoying. Like if this pawn was gone, it'd be clear what we want to do. But with all the pawns on the board, it kind of locked up. I'm not feeling very confident. Let's try this. I gotta push something. I gotta open something. I need our RPMs to carry us. One of the reasons why we like these random pawn moves, RPMs, is because they'll open things and allow the rest of our pieces to do something. If I don't push this pawn, what am I doing? I'm just kind of shuffling around in here. Okay, let's get a trade. So this is what I mean. This pawn move, you can say that it might not be the best, but in my opinion, it really opens the game up for us and allows us to play. So let's definitely consider bringing our king in. Okay, this looks like maybe the kind of the maximum that our king can get in here. Use our rook and attack a pawn. Okay, we can't go in front of the pawn, which is my preference, so I guess we'll have to go behind. Okay, g4 is happening. There's not much we can do here. Let's bring our knight into the center. Yeah, not too sure what we want to do here. Like knight here. I kind of want to leave my knight here, but there's not really anywhere else for it to go, so yeah. I'm not too sure. I'm going to make a waiting move. See what he wants to do. Okay. Let's just see what he's interested in playing. What are we going to do? We can move some pawns over here, but I don't know if that's what we want. Okay, I like to see him thinking. That's good. That's what we like. Okay, he moves the pawn. I guess we can bring our knight to the, like, it's a bit closer to the middle here. You know, kind of makes a little bit of sense. I was kind of waiting for that possibility. The knight couldn't really improve from there, so at least it's on a good square. I'd love for my king to be up and part of the position, but good endgame play from the opponent. It has the rook cutting my king off, making it honestly extremely uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very uncomfortable here. Okay, he's moving this. I guess we can make a pawn move over here. I'm not thrilled about that, but let's go. We'll make that trade there. No problem. Trades are nice and easy. You know, I kind of feel like our king should guard this, but then I'm like, what's my next play? Not too sure. It feels like my king is stuck. It feels like my knight can't really place itself better than this. I'm not really sure what to do. Yeah, I'll make a rook move first. This is what I did last time, and I wasn't too sure. Maybe he'll do something that'll like make it more obvious how I should reply. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the time, like, let me just go back. A lot of the time when you're losing, like, you know, I'm clearly losing here. My king's cut off. This pawn is like 2 squares from a queen. It's like, I'm losing the game. So why wouldn't I just go back and forth? Like, if you want to go back and forth up a pawn, like, fucking be my guest. Like, not gonna complain here, bud. That's your decision here, bud. I see too many people try to be a hero when they're losing. It's like when you're losing, you don't always have to do something, especially in an endgame. Like, just move. Let the other guy figure out how to win the position. It's not your job. It's probably winning for him. Let him figure it out. Now, we could obviously try to win, but truthfully, I didn't know how to improve the position. I said, okay, I'll move the rook. He moved the king. I moved the rook again. Okay, we're shuffling. That's fine. I don't mind getting out of this game with a draw. Well, it's not that I'm trying for a draw, everybody. It's that I'm just moving, and it's like, okay, show me how you're gonna win. The guy doesn't show me how he's gonna win. Okay, we might end up drawing. I'm fine with that. Now, if I have an extra pawn and I'm not showing any attempt to win, that doesn't make sense because I should. I have an extra pawn. But if I'm down, I don't need to try to win this game. Like, I'll just play the moves as they happen. But if nothing's happening, I don't need anything to happen because if nothing happens, I'm fine. Then it's a draw. He needs something to happen. So we'll take the draw. It's fine with me. Rating stays the same. On to the next one. And e4. Always take the full center, especially if you see a move like that. We'll get our knights out. There's the other knight. Bishop into the middle just to guard that pawn. Goes bishop out. Let's castle. Out of that pin. Take that. Nice and easy. He goes knight there. Okay, well. Let's take that. Looks pretty damn annoying in the center. Rook into the middle. Bishop controlling the middle. Got a snork up over here. Okay, bring our rook over. This looks like the correct stuff here. All by design. Yep, not gonna waste any more time thinking about the moves we want to do here. We're gonna rooks in, pieces, castle. Snorked up. I don't know. Don't know what to do. Let me move a pawn. I'll move another pawn. We're low on moves here. That's really why we have pawns, you know, for those moments where you just don't have a clue. Okay. Guy's actually it's actually pinning us here. It's kind of annoying. Can't really move this pawn here. I'm kind of running out of pawns to push, I can't lie. There's nothing about this game that I've really enjoyed so far, gotta be honest. We'll go into the center here. This hasn't been very fun. Oh. Maybe I mean, happy to, yeah, just get the contracts out and, oh, okay. Let's hit the RPMs and, oh, motherfuck, we've been here before. Fucking, I just did all this. My guy. This is disturbing. All my pieces feel like they're on good squares. Like I'm gonna have to undo something just to do something. Let's guard this. 3 + 3 = 5 + 1. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Knight in the middle. Dude, can I get a break here? Holy. Okay, into the middle. I mean, it feels like we haven't had a good move to play all game. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. They double the rooks. I don't know. What am I got no pawns to move. Can't put the damn knight in the center. I'll try to double the rooks, I guess, but take that. Just insane. Okay. Trade the queens, that's for sure. I mean, double. What? Ay, ay, ay. I can't even bring my king in the middle. It's only interesting middle square we can go to. This is just painful. Just painful. Signs of life. We can take a pawn. Signs of life. Oh my goodness. Wow. So this is the greatest day, ladies and gentlemen. We took material. Thank you very much. Those that stuck with us the entire way, you know, your support means a lot. Get to celebrate this momentous occasion together. We took a pawn. Okay. I am so annoyed that this king can't join, because that would be the one, like the one thing that I would maybe hope to do better than my opponent. So that's a bit annoying. Let's attack the knight. You try to take the other pawn here. Okay, hang on. He just went back. Okay, so obviously we're gonna go back. I mean, I'm no fool here. What the heck is this? Okay, so we got a free piece here. Let's start with that. Okay, and we got a free pawn here. Now, I think I'd like to bring my king in, but like, you know, buddy over here is... He's annoying. He's annoying. Okay, pawn here. I've got knight to improve. I got a pass pawn to push. That's about it. I guess I'll go with this. I'd really like to get in like this. He goes knight here. It's not really letting me in. It's got a pawn in the center. We can improve our knight back to its beautiful positioning, where it belongs. Gosh darn it, where it belongs. G5. It's a remarkable move, really making me wonder what he could possibly be up to. And I mean, I'm weighing all the options, and move G5 looks completely unrelated. Can't imagine what he could be up to here. Yeah, we'll go into the center of the board here. I don't know what this move is. Absolute nonsense. Take his pawn. I mean, the fact that I can't play this is driving me crazy. Please, buddy. Oh, let's take that. That's for sure. Okay. Let's push this. Oh, okay. This is going to be my, you know, my walk him down technique. Nope. Okay. So we're making our queen. This is an achievement. Nope. Okay. Let's maybe get our queen in the center. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? Jesus. Okay. Okay. When you're low on time, you got to go for... Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, if I don't take the pawns, I'm lost. GG. Definitely didn't have the nitrous in the tank to compete with this guy. GG. Well played. Probably one of the nastiest positions we've had, if I'm being real. Now, he didn't play it, what I would say, in a way that would hurt the most. But this game was one of my least enjoyable. It felt like we didn't have a shot. Like we lost our pawn, and then we lost our pawn again, like the exact same way. None of my pieces could move anywhere. It was truly depressing. It was truly depressing. I don't know. There wasn't anything about this game that felt good. Definitely, I think we deserved the L on that one. He played better. He played faster. I mean, there's a reason we were so low on time. Absolutely nothing was enjoyable here. You're always going to be lower on time in these trash positions. Like, I couldn't move anything. I'd losing pawns every time I was trying to make a move. Like, it's just not enjoyable. So yes, naturally low on time there, but are we concerned? Of course not. We're going to be low on time in positions that suck. This is normal. It's pretty rare that you're going to have a really bad game, really bad position, and not also be down on time. It's the way it works. You're going to have a lot of time in your good positions for the most part, and not a lot of time in your bad positions. Especially positions where there's just like threats happening to you nonstop. I mean, that's just brutal. What the Puck 74, thanks for the 28 with Prime, and Nukem, thanks for the half year with Prime. Good morning indeed. We're battling around 1350 right now. Let's keep it going. 1300 seems strong this morning. I'm not looking forward. Okay. We go into the middle with E4. And I wonder, you know, what opening we might see. So we get the Sicilian. We go with the knight. I'll definitely go with C3 here. And D4. This is the intention. Okay. We get D5. We'll snag that. It's a capture. We'll get our 2 knights out. Our bishop doesn't really have that square, so I think we're going to be going here. Can get castled there. Can snork up. The rook over. Bishop out. Yeah, that looks pretty reasonable. Okay, don't know what that move is all about. Let's bring the rook over. Okay, it's also moving the knight. So we don't really have this bishop move anymore. A little bit annoying. Yeah, I guess we have this one. Like, yeah, I would like to move here, but not that easy to accomplish. Okay, the bishop moves there. Time for this this queen to move as well. Can go bring the rook into the middle and then go from there. Okay, we have a little bit of a red dot here. We kind of have a red dot here as well. So maybe here. Like, I'm still hitting the center at least, but not ideal. Not ideal. Having to spend a lot of moves here. We do want to get this rook on into the middle here. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'm comfy with this. Okay, he moves the knight. I mean, again, there's like pieces aimed at my pieces. It's not a nice feeling. Okay, let's get out of the way of that. The red dot. It's always there. Okay, our bishop is hit. We gotta move out of the way. That's like a must do. Knight here. Okay, our queen is yet again attacked. Like super frustrating. Always dealing with attacks. Let's put a knight in the middle. This surely a smart decision to deal with the rook hitting the queen. Try to get some trades in there. That's the best I can do. Okay, knight is hit. I mean, these are the 2 central squares, but I'll usually pick the more aggressive one. Takes. Yeah, let's take it ourselves. Pawn here. Okay. Go ahead and take that. Thank you for the pawn, good sir. Okay. Knight h4. Now, I definitely have the option to hang every single one of my pieces here, like one famous circler, or it's going to be a shocking idea. We could not. F3 is hit. So F3 needs defense. I'm going to go with the bishop into the middle. Feels like a good looking move. It also lends some support to a couple of my pieces that need it. Okay, and there's, well, say goodbye to our snorkel, I guess. Say goodbye to our snorkel. That's a little bit tough there. Well, it was a good run here, guys. It was a good run. Let's take this pawn in the middle here. Few ideas, actually. Okay, I guess it is defended. I was almost thinking about some sneaky business here. Well, I suppose it's only 2 dots. That means there's only 2 moves. I guess we got to go here. Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure where this attack came from, if I'm being real. Wasn't this a very normal game? Like, where did this attack come from? All from one move. I thought we were smooth sailing here. At least we didn't blunder that. That's about all I can say that's positive about this game. It's weird because it started out as a Sicilian, but I feel like it didn't even look like a Sicilian later. I mean, I said the 1300s were the most dangerous category for a reason. It seems like yesterday the 1200s who had become 1300s were out to play, and now I think I've got the 1400s that are currently 1300s. You know, I've got the big bosses here. Well, Verico, one move is in the center, one move isn't. If I can make a move in the center that deals with a certain problem, I'll be very interested in doing it. Tough. The attack came out of nowhere. It was F3. Like, this one move, I feel like, led to everything. Thank you, the Saint. 95 months. Welcome back, the Saint. A true saint in chat. RPMs from the opponent. Yep. Somehow he picked the good RPM. But that's the thing. They are RPMs. They're random pawn moves. In this moment, he could have played A5, but he played F3. So RNG was just not on our side. E4. Bring the knight out. Ooh. Okay. That doesn't look like a smart move. Let's bring all of our pieces out. Of course, I am strongly looking at the move D4, right? D4. It goes here. There's that D4 move. Okay, we will take it. We want to open things up. Yeah, just castle. Ooh, it's a good thing we didn't have our snorkel out. You can just tell anyone who's moving the queen and tons of pawns early, they're not all right in the head, are they? Okay, let's get our bishop out. Okay, rook into the middle. And there's the knight that does need to respond to that, so I guess it's got to be this. Central knight move. Queen up, rook over. Those are going to be our next ones. Okay, he's RPMing us. We RPM him. Remember, you just don't want those pawns to start rolling you over here. Let's go like this. Bring the rook in. And we're in, our level 3 habits here, so we know what moves we want to do, but we might want to change the order a little bit. Okay. We're going to take, going to bring our, well, it's a funny looking rook. Let's bring our rook into the middle. Try to remind our opponent that the middle of the board is where you should be playing. And this knight certainly needs some activation, so here we attack the center. A few other decent looking squares as well. We can also double the rooks now. We do have an open line, so I don't mind this. Okay, he's going knight f6. I mean, yeah, my first thought is, hey, let me get in there with a check. It's also a bit of a fork, and take that piece. Okay, and we'll just double the rooks here. We're on the open line, so I feel like some good things can happen here. Let's see. Rooks are doubled. I can't really, I guess I can play here, but it doesn't really do anything. So I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do next here. Obviously, we haven't snorked up, but that's just due to the position. Like, it's in the back of my mind. I haven't forgot about it, but I keep thinking to myself, is that really safe? So I'm holding off. What can we do here, though? I can't really get my pieces in. Yeah, I don't really know. Like, these squares are covered, which probably would be the two most desirable squares that we could use. Yeah, I'm not too sure, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make an RPM here. Okay, he seems to be giving everything up. I'll take towards the center, sure. What's he coming up with? We'll take. Okay. Knight h5 here. So he's operating on the side of the board. Okay, well, let's maybe defend our pawn. Also, bring our queen up a little bit. It's still a pretty good looking square. Now, because the knight moved, I am definitely thinking about getting that rook involved. So that maybe would be my next idea. So he goes with this one. I think I'll just put the rook down there. I was probably going to do it anyway last turn, so I'll just get that rook involved. Let's move in the queen over. He is hitting our pawn here, but I wonder how much damage that's doing to us. What can we do? Okay, I mean, can we trade something? Probably should have done this on the last turn, but trades, that's gotta be good. Let's get our trades in. Now, I can't really bring the king to the center just yet. We do have queens still on the board, so yeah, I'm not loving that. Just push, maybe, right? It's one way to defend it. Okay, it's hit again. I guess we push again. Okay, 97, and with our hawk-like vision here, we're able to see a nice fork there. That's going to be very helpful for the cause. Well, I guess we take this. Okay, this is very unusual. Yeah, been streaming for 10 years. I don't think that's ever happened. So there's no errors, nothing, not dropping any frames, nothing. I'm still playing chess. Stream just ends. I've never had that. New problems every day, I guess. Don't know what that is. Well, our opponent offered an entire queen here. This was how the game concluded. Very unusual, because I think somehow we were still recording the whole time, but just the stream ended. Very strange. Okay, and we took his queen, and that's how the game ended. Not sure it's safe, but I think we'll hop into the next game. Okay, intimidating username for sure. It's Kingslayer. We match the pawns. This is no longer even a surprise for us. We play this. We bring the knight out. We castle ourselves. All good. Keep the bishop aimed at the center. Snork up. Knight needs to go here, I guess. Okay, fairly brutal. Oh. Okay. Well, we have mummified the queen. Let's make sure to queenside snork here. I see what's happening, and I don't like it. Most important move of the game, right here. If we don't do this, this piece doesn't play chess. Okay, we got to save our bishop. I mean, that's a capture, and what the hell can I do in this? I can't move the bishop at all. Let's bring our knight, first of all, back to the square it belongs on, just like back into the action. So this I don't mind. I know that we're doing the right thing with that. Lay some claim to the center by pushing this pawn. That looks like a very likely next play. Okay, so we see queen d3. I think we will bring this pawn up. And then we can develop our bishop in the center. That feels pretty nice. I mean, he's got these two lined up on h7 here. Now, obviously, we have our super snork, but I mean, we just have a nice skewer right here with the bishop, so it's going to work out even better. Fortunate placement of our knight here. And obviously, we'll make sure to make those trades, but we got to get back to some basics here. Like, let's fix the knight. Let's get the queen up. Let's, rook's in the middle. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, there's a trade. How about that? Let's attack something. This makes a little bit more sense to me. Let's bring the rooks into the middle. Okay, I feel better about this. We're back on track. In fact, everything looks pretty good, actually. Okay, let's take that. Yeah, everything looks central. I like it. 5 + 5. It's worth it. Queen for 2 rooks. This is what we like to see. Okay, we've taken. The kings move up. Let's double the rooks. Right? The rooks always work better doubled. And what can we do now? These endgames are very, very unusual. I wouldn't say they're easy to play. I wouldn't say they're easy to play at all. Because we can't bring our king in. Because if we bring our king in, the guy's got a queen on the board. It doesn't make sense. So, what can we really do? It's never that easy. Okay. Well, for now, let's just hit some RPMs. I'm a little unsure, so I'm also trying to pass the time here. Okay. Queen here. Okay, let's trade. Can run away. What should we be doing now? We'll check to you, sir. Okay. Let's try to attack this pawn. Let's see if we can take that from him. Yeah, not that easy, huh? Okay, well, let's gang up on this pawn here. Try to take it. Okay. 2 rooks are nice because anytime there's one pawn, he can only defend it once, and I can always attack it twice. So that's that's just a nice feeling, you know? Okay, it's attacking our rook, but we'll just save it and also take that pawn. So how about that? Okay, now the real test here. Okay, he's pinning us. Now the real test. What can we do? You know, we're sitting here. We got 2 rooks. Like, now I can move them around, but what can we do? And the rooks are quite strong when they're together like this. Hey, you go somewhere, I'm right there to meet you. You go somewhere, oh, just kidding. I'll take that. Okay, but like I said, you go somewhere, I'm right there to meet you. You go somewhere, I'm right there to meet you. I'm right here. Okay. We saw they're shuffling. We got him right where we want him. Okay. Why is this a good thing? No. The math, we have to try to win though. Okay, I'm doubling up. I'm scared. They got to be protecting one another. I'm scared, all right? Okay, that's the target. And what did we say about the queen against the two rooks? Pawns can always be attacked by us 2 times, whereas for him, he can only defend it once. So let's get attacking it. What if I stack them up here? Yeah. Let's stack them up here. We can always attack. Okay. Hang on a sec. We can always attack it more times than him. So let's stack them up here. Okay. Okay. This is what we like to see. We got a king. We got a pawn chain. Let's go. Push him, push him. Just gonna go on up the board. Feels like the same pattern. We only need one. There we go. And then we can Yeah. We can do it. We can circle up here, boys. We can do it. Don't forget the pattern. It's been a while since we looked at it. Whew. It's a close call. It was a close call. It's a good thing we had that one in the bag from earlier. The homework coming in clutch right there. Tarnished Slayer, thanks for the 7. Ralph of the Door, thanks for the 54 with Prime. And we got a chance to show off some habits at the end. Great. What a game. What a fight. My God, it looked like we were cooked from the opening. King Slayer, I knew it'd be a tough opponent. We're at 1355. I feel like I've celebrated this rating like 8 times today. That's right, Clutcheroo. King takes the queen's place at the end. Typical pattern. We knew our stuff, you know? We knew our stuff. Don't worry about making 2 queens here. You know how to checkmate with 1 queen, so make it happen. Right? Make it happen. Hello, Tucker Tommy. Get well soon, bud. On to the next one, 1355. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to go with e5, then knight out. Oh, bishop there is interesting. It's not the usual bishop here that we have been seeing. So, fine with this. Let's go for an early snork here. take that. Can get castled, and no problem here. Rook into the middle. Okay, he's kind of doubling up, I guess. Honestly, I haven't seen the guy make any commitment to the center, so I'm just going to go for it. Just going to go straight for d5. Like, why the heck not? Once again, we can do it. It's backed up by the queen and knight. I don't mind this at all. Bishop certainly wants to get developed right here on e6. Okay, we have a trade, so we'll go ahead with that. Get our bishop out. Probably the queen next. Sort of into the middle. Both rooks. And I feel like this has become standard practice here. Going for that d5 move if we can, and if he lets us. Okay, we've got everything where we wanted here. Got our snorkel, going for a few RPMs on the queen side here. Yes, we shall. Let's go. Okay. All about the RPMs, baby. Okay. At this point, I think just bring the knight into the middle. It allows for more pawn moves after, which I do like, and we can maybe double the rooks. In this case, why does it make sense to double the rooks? Well, we've got an open line on a pawn here, so I think it does make sense. So let's go rook here, rook over. I'm actually liking the possibility here. What do we think? Can we make this happen? Rook up, rook over. This up. Jeez. Didn't have to make it so easy, man. I was hoping to be a little instructive here. Come on, we're on a roll. We are on a roll here. 1363. E4. Okay. Let's go. Nothing can hold us back now. The two knights. When you're feeling it, oh baby. Okay. Let's get the pawn up in the middle. We're forgetting about the most important habitual rules here. We got to slow down. You know, adrenaline's getting to our head. It's castle. Get out of there. Okay, bishop out. Bishop hit the center here. Okay. I suppose we do want to remove ourselves from that one. I'm looking at this, this, this. That's it. Okay, bishop's hit. Let's stay on the center here. Okay, rook over, other rook as well. When I see g5, you guys know I'm a little apprehensive to play this because it kind of works against me sometimes. Like, he's going to be able to get an open line very easily if we have this. So it's not that I've forgotten it. It's that I'm trying to play it later. Okay, my queen's hit. I don't really have places to go, but to be honest, moving this pawn in front of my king, not a priority. So much so, I will literally play this move, which sucks. Oh man, I hate this move. But I just think it's a good practice not to move those pawns in front of the king. That's a trade. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, well, we have the queen lined up here, so I'm looking like what pieces can I attack, and well, this one definitely comes to mind here. Nice little discovered attack. And he's going to resign. Okay. Didn't even make us play it out. I can't believe he would resign here. Like, what? Come on. Come on. Can't really give up that easily at 1,300 now. You guys would never. You guys would never. Yeah, these pawns really should remain home. So, yeah, there's fork here. But sometimes there's a fork with g4. It's never really worked out for us. Tactics that involve these pawns in front of our king, man, they're just not worth it. Sometimes you go for them and lines open up. In this case, I didn't go for this instead of this. I went for this because it was there. I wouldn't even have gone for this if this was the only option. Right? I've been holding off on playing tactics that involve forks with our pawns in front of our king because it's just too risky. Usually doesn't work out for us. Yeah, queen takes e1, one way to do it. I mean, even just moving the queen somewhere and just letting this happen. You got bishop d6, you got an open g file. I wouldn't say that a 1,300 as white holds a significant edge there at all. Let's go to the next game. Can't believe he resigned. That was only 15 moves, right? Only 15 moves. No title Tuesday today. Oh, man. Did we... 6 minutes late. Damn it. Don't tell me we missed title Tuesday. I got carried away. I didn't even realize the time. Unbelievable. Well, that definitely upsets me. Well, we have no choice but to continue here after this misjudgment of time. $13.71. Let's continue. Okay, we're going to meet in the center here. We take those gambits. The knights come out next. Knight, well, check the center first. Okay, bring our other knight out. I guess next, probably the bishop in f5. Okay, I think we will do this. Okay, we'll just move our knight. Huh. Well, I was working it out, but luckily Brian Lamontagne is here to let me know that it's a trap. What would we do without Brian? Thanks, Brian. Canadians are so nice, huh? So nice. Well, Well, nice chatting. Don't see any way to save the night, so just gonna let it happen here. Gotta take in the center. Okay. I guess, I mean, the bishop's no good here, so we kind of gotta go here. Again, we're not gonna take this knight, right? We're well past that. It just doesn't help us. Bishop's attacked. Let's save our piece there. He decides to bring the knight out. Time to get castled. I mean, nothing we can do about that. Capture towards the center, of course. We have, you know, our queen that wants to move up. Rooks over into the middle. Okay, it's kind of hitting the knight here. I would say this is a, you know, decent moment to use our knight and queen. Take this center pawn. I like the queen because it trades the queens. This is a total win here for us. Very happy. Trade the queens. At least we grab one center pawn there. He brings the bishop back, and let's just go back to the good stuff here, like rooks in the middle. And like I said, we do end up trading the pieces as well. So not too bad. Let's bring the rook into the middle. Okay. What can we do here? What do we want to do here? RPMs. Guess we can get a few pawns up the board over here. Also, maybe doubling the rooks is an idea. I'm not too sure. So we'll take it. Again, this kind of helps us double. Okay. Never mind. The knight goes here. So let's move this rook. Where can we go? I guess we'll stay central here. Middle of the board feels nice and safe. Middle of the board was not nice and safe. Well, I don't see a way we can save both of our pieces here. Another trap from Brian, yes. But I'm not sure if it is a trap. I'm waiting for him to tell me. Brian, speak up. I mean, what, are we not buddies anymore? You're not going to let me know? I'm not sure if it's a trap. Like, unless Brian tells me, I don't know who to believe. Okay, he sent me a shocked face. I suppose that's okay. We could interpret that. Yeah, that's fine. You can interpret that. All right. Definitely make sure to take there and oh, okay. Well, RPMs here, Brian. Hope you don't mind. Just an RPM here, an RPM there. Brian. Interesting. Okay. Well, the time has come to, just hit our guy, Brian, with the RPMs of doom. Trap. You little shit, Brian. Sorry, bud. That's a trap for you there, Big Brian. I'll bring our bishop into the center here. Make sure to take that pawn there. Okay. Interesting. We are able to take some pawns here. Let's see if we can use our king. And make sure to activate our king. Okay. What can we do here? Keep our king central for the moment. Yep. We've got some pawns that probably need some Okay, I was going to say, need to be pushed. Capture towards the center there. Let's put our bishop in the middle of the board like that. Okay, what can we do here? Let's try to take a pawn there. Okay, so at least we have our bishop's kind of covering these pawns, which I feel like that's pretty nice. Okay, maybe we can start. Can we start pushing? Can we start going here? Oh man, Brian. Oh, Brian. Come on, bud. Oh man. Brian, we had a deal here. Oh. GG. Brian had too much speed. And most importantly, he had pawns on the opposite color. We couldn't take them. I've tried my damnedest, but they were protected. Every single one of them. They were untakeable. Untouchable. And old Brian gets away. The Canadians get away with it. Far too often they've done that. I thought the Canadians are supposed to be on my side here, but every time we play one, they're just way too good with it. Didn't hear anything from Brian. Although I told him it was a trap, and he did send me a laughing face, so I think he appreciated that. Good sport, Canadians. Brian was definitely a good sport. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for Brian. Thank you, Manixor, for the new Prime sub. Okay. Into the center. Come out with our knight. And this is the Caro-Kann. We don't face it that often. It's almost always e5. But we will play our knight c3. A lot of people play pawn to d4. We'll play this variation here. It comes out with the knight. We have played this one, I think maybe pretty recently with our queen here. You know, this is a situation where we're really hopeful that the guy is going to take us. Okay, he doesn't. He goes with the bishop, so let's hit him with some good old-fashioned habits here. Okay, bishop goes back. Normally at this point, you know, you'd be thinking to yourself, okay, what options do we have here? The guy's keeping the pin, so we don't even have that extra option to like develop our bishop. You know, the guy's not taking here, he's not taking here, so he's showing some restraint in just about every category. It's kind of impressive. It is impressive. So, how can we resolve this situation? I mean, first of all, I can't develop my bishop until my queen moves. So there's going to be a point where I'm just going to have to move my queen. I'm hopeful that if I just make a move in the center, I claim the center, he's going to take my knight and help me out. He's not very helpful. Unfortunately, he makes the best move in the position. Man. Buddy, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Ouch. Ouch. Yikes. Now, sorry, I should clarify. When I said he made the best move in the position, I meant the best move for us. Should have been more specific there. Well, there you go. One of the big traps with queen e2. If it was Brian, I would have let him know. Knight d6 checkmate with the queen there. We just made a waiting move. Big problem if you play that. A lot of people do. There you go. A very, very nice checkmate. And very much an opening trap coming from our new opening here. Paying dividends. All right, Dalton J. Oh, my goodness. He's in there quick. Dalton. Okay. I think we're going to play pawn. Yeah, we're going to play pawn in the middle here. Okay, we'll capture. Bishop out. We'll castle. Okay, we can snork up here. Rook in the middle. Bishop. This looks like the one here. Okay, this one, again, when we know that Buddy's coming with the pawns, we're just going to match him over there. RPM of our own. And shout out to Dalton J, because I think Dalton J is playing the Philidor. We have that series on YouTube. Knight c5. Looks pretty dangerous. Let's definitely take that. Queen needs to move. We want to get a rook in the middle. Okay, knight to the side of the board. Okay, I'm wondering what's up. Let's just get the pieces to the middle. Do our thing, you know, not worry about him. Queen needs to move. Let's stay middle with this. Okay, what can we do next? I can't really double the rooks because my dang queen is right there. So, what do we have? RPM. I can't double the rooks. We can move the knight and then try to get some RPMs. I can't move it into the center, otherwise I'd love to. That'd be my preferred move. But I couldn't really double the rooks on the open line. So let's make this move, which we often do. Get the knight out of the way and prepare for some pawn moves there. Okay. Trade, we're definitely going to execute. And when we talk about pawn moves, RPMs in the center are always number one. So definitely this. Queen moves. Yeah, maybe we could get a couple more RPMs here. Okay, let's go straight for it. I'm liking these ones. Pawn moves. Bishop back. I think we can continue over here. Okay, queen's hit. Gotta move. Keep hitting the center here. I was gonna say I'll trade on d8 unless he does. He trades, that's fine. We'll probably keep... Oh, okay, hang on. Red dot. Let's not forget about the basics here. Let's not forget about the basics. Bishop here. I think we'll just keep pushing our pawns over here. Keep exhausting those pawn moves. Yeah, that's fine with me. Pawn moves. H5. You know, he is getting an escape square. So got to give him some credit there. What can we do? Can't really move that last pawn move that we'd like. I don't know. Let's bring the bishop into the middle and offer a trade. Bishop was feeling a little offside there, a little bit away from the center. And trades are number one. I always look at trade. Let's go. Oh my goodness. What's happening here? Dude. Pinned, eh? Oof. Obviously I want to take, but I think we have to not not lose a lot of material here and just go back. That hurts. That hurts. Okay, he's really having to think here. Like, if he doesn't take me, I'll definitely take him. So I'm hoping that we trade some rooks here. Maybe he'll, like, just move away, but that would be shocking. I'm surprised he's not taking this already. Okay, well, we know our move, so let's just get that rook trade in there. And what can we do? Let's go for a centralized queen, which also is a little bit of a fork. Don't mind if I do. Okay, and, you know, the definition of active and not reactive. I feel very comfortable playing a move like this. Queen takes d8. It's check. Yes, we can do our move first. And then we can take back. And we're ahead. Right? This is exactly what we want here. Okay, let's maybe bring the queen into the middle. Definitely feels, I mean, we're snorked up here, so we got time and space for this. Okay, he takes. I mean, we can definitely, yeah, grab a pawn here. That feels pretty good. Okay, what can we do now? I mean, he's got this queen down there. Maybe we can take this pawn. Going back to the center always feels pretty good. What do we like? Let's go here. I mean, we're pushing. Try to take some pawns. I guess. It is a pawn to take. Yeah, we can't go all the way though, so I understand. But can we make a trade? Surely. Dalton. No, okay. He's not trading with us, but in going so far away, he is giving me this pawn here, which has to be a pretty good decision. Okay, let's go in the center. What do we got here? I can't really trade with him, can I? Okay, one sec. What are we? What are we doing here? Check. I mean, we're just kind of checking all over the place, but Starting to panic a little bit here. Okay. Let's get some pre-moves, you know. If they're on the light squares, like, they have to be safe. What? Jesus. Almost cost me the game right there. Luckily, we heard the beep that lets you know you're in check. I mean, great habits. Did we have a clue what to do? No, we just started pre-moving, man. The guy had 14 seconds, we had 7. Do you know how easy this is? We just went back and forth. Literally. We literally went and did these same 2 moves over and over, and 14 to 7 became 0 to 6. Dirty flag. Once again, you're mistaken. I'll happily claim a dirty flag, but I'm up a piece, my friend. Me winning on time is not dirty at all. I deserve to win on time. I'm up a piece. I played the better chess. We deserved that flag. Our RL, thanks for the 25 months with Prime. Do you have to be careful about 3-fold if you do that? Sure, but what's the other option? Probably going to lose. You have 7 seconds, your opponent has 14. Most likely you're going to lose that game. So by doing this, yeah, might have a 3-fold draw, but then go to the next one. If it's not 3-fold, then you'll probably win. Seems worth it to me. The only situation I'm worried about is a draw. Sign me up. Sign me up. Or 1379. Mango Killa. Well, we'd love to go here. I guess we'll go into the center with this move. We got to make some claim to the center, and okay. The knights will come out, and yeah, this starts to look pretty normal. Yep. Get our bishop out. Ooh. Interesting move there. Definitely interesting. Okay, we're going to castle. What is the guy up to? Okay, we're getting our snork in there. Rook over. And again, you'll find me very interested in a central expansion if the opponent is not doing anything to stop it. So let's go. Take that with the knight. Okay. Take that as well. Castles. Okay. And we can get our pieces up here. Okay. Takes. I'm going to take it back. Takes. We're going to take it back. Takes. I mean, yeah, rook into the middle and pin that bishop. Certainly looks like the way to go. And okay, just attack the pin piece. That's a I feel like that's a habit we definitely have. We're not just pinning, we're using the pin. Right? Pinning is bringing the rook here. Great. Basic habit, basic tactic. But attacking the piece when it's pinned is understanding that the pin piece can't move. And that's all you need. Okay, we have queen here. Happy to offer a trade. In fact, please trade with me. I'd love that. Okay, last offer. I actually want my queen there and I actually want my king there, but okay. Well, thank you. You know. Now he goes here. I'm going to make you an offer, Mango Killa. I will not take your rook if you trade queens with me. I won't do it. I'm a man of my word. Mango. I'm a man of my word no matter how I take this. So all that happened here was you traded queens with me. It was never, I didn't offer you anything special here. You fool, Mango. We got our queen trade, strong negotiation tactics. Let's double on the open file. He was already out of it. Okay, let's double. Okay, what can we do? King into the middle. We certainly like that. Okay, we can't quite get there. Let's try to take this. Yeah, king can't quite get in the middle, but it's trying. Can we offer a trade? Can I interest you in a trade, Mango? No, apparently I can't. Okay, well, we'll go back. Okay, king in the middle. This we like. Achievement unlocked. Okay, we'll stay in the middle here. Okay, let's get in front of that pawn there, and nice. You're telling me that the perfect storm of pawns and everything and pieces just conspired against me here? Like, what are the chances, man? My own pawn, his pawn, his pawn, my own rook, his pawn, his rook. Like, what's occurring here? This is the most unlucky. Matter of fact, this is a statistical anomaly. You know how I know that? We've never gotten mated exactly like this before. That's how I know it's an anomaly. We got that extra piece, but he's got that mate on us. Yeah, mate ends the game. Well, statistical anomaly, guys, which means there's nothing to be worried about. Okay, into the center there. Knight comes out to defend. Other knight out. Looking pretty nice. Want to get our bishop out next. And there it is. Okay, we'll capture towards the center here. Okay, let's get castled. Okay, keep hitting the center. Takes the knight back. I always like to prioritize the rook into the middle if I can. Okay, pushes. Let's now bring the knight into the center here. Okay, we'll snork up here. Next move, I think y'all probably know the next move. It's going to be pawn up so we can get our bishop developed. That's pretty much certain. And there it is. Okay, it's a nice trade for us there. It's another trade for us. Okay, and bring the bishop to control the center here. Bishop's attacked. Let's bring it in the actual center. Good place to start. Okay, it's attacked again. All right, fine. We'll go here. But we're still aiming at the center. Don't feel bad about that. Queen move, rook move. Yep, let's complete our moves here. I want to get those rooks to the middle. Queen over here. Okay. Not going to let it stop me from the moves we know we need to do. Okay. Rook's being hit. No, just get out of the way here. Rook's being hit again. Let's attack the knight. God damn, this knight's annoying. Maybe we can double here. Also attack the knight. Jesus, man. Okay, here, because I wanna keep the doubling as a possibility. There we go. I don't even know if this is an achievement. Like, they're just there. They're just there. I have no clue what to do here. I don't have RPMs. My rooks are doubled. Like, my queen can't even move closer to the middle. I've only got one option that even makes sense to me, is putting this piece in the middle. But to be honest, if it was my turn again, I don't really know what I'm going to do. Whoa. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? This guy's ultra aggressive. Okay, I mean, I've had enough here. The rooks are just useless. Let's go here and make it very clear. I want this RPM. For the love of God, let me play C5. That's all I'm asking. Just one move. That's all we're looking for. Not going to think more. It's our time. We've earned this. We deserve this pawn move. Okay, knight there. Let's go ahead and simplify things and get those central RPMs. Okay, fair. We cannot actually take that. Let's support that central pawn. He's going to do the exact same thing. I don't know. Just put my queen in the center. I mean, just playing full defense, I guess. Put all the... Yeah, this doesn't feel good, though. It's like, he's attacking, I'm just sitting here defending. What am I even going to do? What am I even going to do next? Probably go back in the middle. I can't bring my king in. Queens are still on the board. Okay, I'm going to go back and forth a few times, but honestly, maybe we could trade queens here. I'm thinking that's an option. Okay. We'll make that trade and, you know, we'll push the pawn because it can be pushed. Okay. Let's push. Try to take some pawns of my own here. Stand in the center. Okay. Just take that. Always trade. Gotta start attacking this pawn. Bring my king to the middle. Okay. Trade that. Well, we've got the rook hitting the pawn. We've got the king as close to the middle as he'll let me because I'm boxed in here. So what do we do? Just kind of waiting around. Okay, we'll trade that. I thought my position was so bad. I was just sitting here in full depression. Now I'm in full depression. The stick has never been held flimsier. We're sitting here. We had an opportunity. We actually had an opportunity. Whew. Ugh. Pain. Pain. You kind of get to those positions where you're just autopiloting. The guy hung his rook. That's a crazy move to make. F6. We're at the point where we're almost respecting his chess. Damn near. I felt like the guy played a pretty clean game. Didn't make a mistake all game. Guy played F6. I was like, robo trade. That's what we've been doing for the last 20 moves. He had us all boxed in. We were doing nothing but shuffling the rook. The opportunity presented itself, and we didn't bite on it. Feels bad. Had an opportunity there. Full hanging rook. Makes sense you don't survive a game like that, because if an opportunity presents itself, that's your out. You know? The habits never fail, but they can be failed. A good reminder. Now, he only had to checkmate with a queen, and he had 30 seconds, and he's almost 1400, so good thing he was able to do that. We're on to the next one. We can look back on that and think, well, that should have been a win. Now, can't say that it was a deserved win. You know, we were behind the whole game, but our stick was on the ice. And if a 1400 plays a whole game, then they don't make a mistake. Sure, they're going to be like, you know, can't complain about that. They play a whole game, no mistakes, don't hang anything. That's going to be a tough game for you to win. Most of the time, your opponent will blunder something. Okay. Into the center. Not seeing any claim being made, so I'll take the entire thing. And then the knight. That's a capture. Got our other knight. Got our bishop coming out. Can't really go there, so attacking the center is a nice safe one. We'll snork up early here. Just maybe anticipating that. We'll castle. We have, I would say, pretty easy squares for our pieces, like bishop hitting the middle. Rook also in the middle. Queen up, rook over. All those moves make some sense here. Okay, bishop's attacked. Well, suppose we'll go into the middle here. Okay, some trades. Rook in, queen up, rook over. Okay, take that. Knight needs to move. Okay, only here is available in terms of the center. Bishop here, and again, these like, they look like tactics, but in front of the king, moving these pawns, not interested. Let's just keep the good habits alive here. Okay, the queen's over there. Just get our queen up. Hey, even offer a trade. Don't mind if I do. And queen takes e5. Okay, well, I'm not really seeing anything too special with this piece that I can do. So I'm just going to continue with our rook. We've got all of our pieces. Maybe RPM time. Still looking with this knight. I'm not seeing anything that impactful. Like, there's not really anything we can attack with this. Everything's protected. Okay, hit the RPM button. Okay. Pawn up. Let's take that. Our pawn up. And okay, finally, I think we are ready here. What can we do? Maybe we double up like this. Goes rook down to b2. Okay, just finish doubling here. Okay, don't have any more pawn moves. We've doubled up. You know, big question is what's next? So maybe we can move this knight and try to get something going. We'll move our knight out of the way, trying to get a few trades in. It's really not my favorite move, but I don't know what else to do. We've already doubled the rooks, got more pawn moves to make. Okay, we'll take that. And we're also ready to take back like this as well. He's not interested. He's not interested. I feel like I'm in the same predicament as before. Okay, I'll take a pawn. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, back me up against the wall here. Okay. Bringing the queen up like this. I mean, I took a pawn. I'll go back to the middle here. That makes sense. Okay. He's bringing his rook up. Guess he's attacking this pawn. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. F5. F5. I guess he's gonna push. F5. What to do, what to do. I feel like these rooks have been aimed at the center, but they haven't really been doing anything. Like, they've just been exactly that, aimed at the center. Like, I don't know. It feels like, once again, a position that's not that easy to do. I'm going to move my queen here. A little bit away from the center, but, I mean, this rook has been aimed at my queen for quite a while. Not really a fan of it. Try that. Okay. Rook over. Stay in the center here. I'm trying to, move my bishop out of the way here. So at least when... Oh. Okay, well, we were trying to save our bishop from this one. Turns out we lost it to that one. That's a trade, I guess we're doing. Rook takes. I mean, what else? Back to the center here. Rook here. Maybe a trade. Central move. I'll take that one. And I don't even think we're catching up to that pawn there. Ooh. A fancy move. And GG and well played. Felt like we got hit with some advanced stuff there. Some premium technology. You know, I was a little bit unlucky. I feel like we got to this position. I wasn't too unhappy, but then I was thinking, well, what move can we do? Pretty much no moves available. So it wasn't the easiest position to play. And then he hit us with a tactic of his own here, which seemed a little bit difficult to defend. And then what are we going to do? Good technique at the end. The guy's got his checkmate patterns. You guys are real quick to doubt. Looks like it's time for level 4. Let's not forget here, guys. We were at the beautiful rating of 1379. And we missed a hanging rook, which would have brought us to 1390. You haven't heard of a tough run? You haven't heard of a rough couple games? Yeah. People lose a couple games in a row, and it's like, oh, we need new habits. The fickle believers, ye of little faith. We haven't quite reached a point of no return. We've been playing some tough opponents. Let's not forget, we also knew going in that the 1300s are the toughest category. So clearly, people need to touch some grass to remind themselves what the circle stands for.